Okay, welcome back again to some 0K action. It's going to be a big team game on the map Tiny Skirmish Redux, and yeah, decided to cast this one as it's actually one of the rare few games you get on this particular map with large teams that actually lasts more than a couple of minutes. So how is that possible? Well, let's just find out. Okay, there we go. Skip the pre-game chatter. Basically, the Southern team wants to make crows, and as for us, we're just going to be screwing around. So, there you have it. That is the current situation. Thank God you can bypass that initial chatter there. So yeah, bottom team, as you can see, is, well, we've got one player going for a crow. It's going to be Firepluck, of course. Lovable old scamp that he is, and also got Flipstip going for, well, let's just have a look, shall we? Looks like a whole bunch of slashers and wolverines, with a quick dart to scout, and we've also got a bunch of windgens, very early windgens by Flipstip. Trepak going for nothing from his Cloakybot factory, and actually, we don't want to miss out on too much actually. Looks like we had a, the hell just happened? I can't believe I missed that a second time actually. Well, basically they quickly attacked us with something. Was it a no name? Okay. Yeah, I'm not really sure what even happened there. Damn it! I can't believe I missed it the first time around when I was actually playing. It looks like we oh, accomplish. What the? Oh, okay. So the enemy actually did push a. Yeah, they actually did push. They did push their own comm there, and as a result, it looks like they traded comms, which doesn't. It seems rather counterintuitive they would trade comms like that, but because they're basically knocking themselves out there, as well as the you know, opposing enemy's comm, and not to mention they're leaving a medal in our territory. So it's overall a net win for us, unless if we really needed that comm. And given that we're just going for blast wings, yeah. Shouldn't really matter too much anyway. And looks like we're going to be taking some revenge. These rapiers are now actually do a bit of slow damage because the devs, I don't know, I'm assuming they just couldn't think of anything else to give to the rapiers to make them a bit more unique. So, you know, just give them slow damage basically. But yeah, as for us, yeah, the Stinger is barely managing to stay alive. Thanks to my myself, Lightman, and the builder of whatever his name is, if it'll actually display the fucking name, some kid's commander, and we also got Senaven's commander as well. So there you go, just rushing some defenses. Here's Rush Medal, indeed. They're managing to just rush forward with those defenders, really annoying, managing to secure the middle of the map. And at the same time, they do still have the crow being built, but they're not exactly rushing it. It's only one single player, Firepluck, is building it, and if I can fucking select the factory, for fuck's sake, just... Oh. Really? I don't fucking believe I just want to select the factory. There we go. It's not even on high priority, that's what I want to check. So, there you go. Now we just have to worry about... Clusus being a pain in the ass, but yeah, we do have a rapier on it. He's on the job, he's going to destroy him, and if anything gets up, then this Newton will helpfully push them away. Now we have to worry about snipers and such, but what the hell, things are relatively stable. Enemy team does have the initial advantage in the middle, but really, it can pretty much, it can pretty much go either way, really. As you can see, FFC Killer complaining a bit about being alone. I suppose I understand him. Nobody else seems to be pushing forward for some odd reason. Have to watch out, don't want to suicide too many of those bloody rapiers though. And enemy team, yep, they're starting to get artillery. They're getting tarantulas for anti-air, presumably just against our gun shits, as it were. But just rapiers in this case. But might be a bit overkill actually, especially since the fact that Noob Cluster is not actually doing anything when it comes to thingamajig. He's not actually producing any gunships, he's just making a caretaker for something. Maybe he's going to go for a fact switch, I don't really know actually, but in either case, yep, they're getting the Crow, and yeah, we seem to be pretty much aware of that. In fact, we actually should be aware of that, because we did have a couple of rapiers hovering around here before, and oh, ouch. Down he goes as well actually. Firepluck's commander getting destroyed, yeah, thanks to their own penetrator artillery. So a very unique piece of artillery actually. Does loads of damage per shot, and it's pinpoint accurate as well. And yeah, of course you have to make sure that you can get as much intel on the enemy as possible to take advantage of it. And another thing as well to worry about is, because, you know, it is pinpoint accurate, that means that if it's firing at a radar dot, it can sometimes miss. Because, you know, radar dots are not entirely accurate in terms of positioning and all that. So in any case, definitely doing a good job actually, taking out the commander. I think in 1 or 2 hits actually, very nicely done. We have to worry about the commander. Actually, don't have to worry about the commander. Is getting reclaimed, unfortunately. We don't have to worry about that commander. A level 1 commander by Flipstip. This one was a level 0 commander. So 2 commanders from 1 single penetrator, not too shabby. The sharpshooter by what's-his-face, Trepak, is trying to come in, but thankfully managing to spot him, and we finish him off with the rapiers. So I didn't actually see what spotted him. Given this debris around here, I'm going to assume it was probably a combination of fleas mostly, and maybe a bandit or 2 as well. Too many defenders there, too bad for opponents, and yeah, down go the commanders actually, so definitely scoring some great hits from the penetrator indeed. And yeah, looks like we're trying to do a bit of damage to our rapiers. Actually, if they stayed around a bit, they might have been able to take out the Lotus without even losing a single one of their numbers. But what the hell, I mean, this way they're all going to pretty much be guaranteed to survive. At the same time, down myself and Lightman going with a couple of hammers to provide a bit of lighter artillery supports. And also going to have Infiltrator coming in from our ally. Actually, I guess it's just spotting ahead, because why not, eh? And yeah, these guys I won't be able to hit too much anyway. They're just mostly there to act as lighter artillery support for the main artillery piece, which is really the penetrator. And what a job it's going to do penetrating the enemy defenses, maybe. I just don't know. Don't you know? And there you go. Thug defending both a Wolverine and an Impaler, and it doesn't seem that they're actually hitting too much. Well, the Wolverine's being a bit of a pain in the ass of its mind, but yeah, it's not really doing too much really. They don't really have quite serious artillery the way we do. Kudos to Trepak to keeping his second, or for keeping his second sharpshooter alive though, actually. Very nicely done. Indeed. Yep, much diff indeed. What was this thing? Oh, Caretaker. Yes. Indeed. And there you go, the Crow is actually finished, and how is it going to be used? Well, probably somewhat effectively. We don't have too much in terms of anti-air. This thing actually might be able to hit the Crow. I think it can actually. But the Crow can take loads of damage, and yeah, because of the way it moves, yeah, the Stinger can it's not going to hit it too often. And down goes everything. Almost taking out a commander in the process. No commanders going down at all, but yeah, Razor and a Stinger going down, and a Windgen as well. The Windgens of war, eh? Oh well. Yeah, going down, and yeah, well, as you can see, this thing is still alive and kicking. Very nicely done, actually. About 4,000 hit points to spare when it actually retreated. Indeed. Oh, that was in the chainsaw's way? Actually, might have been. This little bit sticking out might have actually been in the chainsaw's way. I'll be damned. Oh well, what can you do? But yeah, usually rush is very powerful in this map. That wasn't quite a rush though, so call that what you will. It wasn't a rush though. It still was pretty effective though, managing to retreat the Crow as well. Only nibbling at the defences though and taking out one little bit of economy though, so we can rebuild, and God knows we are doing just that. My commander going to be assisting with the rebuilding as well, getting some anti-air. Apparently they need to repair this Impaler, I believe. And using the manual fire, that probably wouldn't hurt either, actually. Just given the fact that this thing is also pinpoint fire, not that makes a difference now because the penetrator has penetrated it. Down it goes. Very nicely done indeed. Also taking out, I think, another unit there as well, actually, apart from the Impaler. It's going to be immediately reclaimed. Still a pretty good victory, though, if I do say so. Still have to worry about this damn Crow, and yeah. My commander's going to get caught in the crossfire. He does manage to jump, but he gets taken out due to the little laser beams of the crowd there. Oh my god, indeed. Like, totally. But, oh well, he's immediately going to get reclaimed as well, and, well, there goes my commander, basically. Whoops. But, yeah, this time around, though, Firepluck does manage to take out some kid's spider factory, as well as the solar collector, as well as the razor as well. And also we got Fleas being a pain in the ass, taking out a couple of razors that we were trying to build, but have not been constructed just yet. This thing's still going to be alive. Oh my god, it was so close to death, but unfortunately, I think we did try to chase it with a couple of these tridents, but it was just too far in enemy territory, and yeah, I mean, there was a bit of anti-air as well to chase away our tridents there, which is exactly what's happening, unfortunately. So, yeah, good job keeping the crowd alive, but unfortunately for opponents, we're managing to counterattack, and yeah, basically this Crab seems to have slightly more staying power, as you can see. Managing to just basically blow the fuck out of everything. Very nicely done. And what is the command on this thing? Just to continue attacking here for no particular reason. Ah, there we go. Finally going after the shield factory. That's exactly what it needs to do. Destroying whatever the hell was being built there. Now a rogue was being built there. More rogues, I'm guessing, and then some more racketeers. Probably won't ever get finished. Another commander going down as well. Another level 1 commander, actually. Very nicely done, thanks to the good old penetrator. So very good use of pinpoint and somewhat shorter ranged artillery pieces, actually, where opponents trying to make everything happen with the Crow, but just not really being able to you know, do the sustained amount of damage it needs to do. I mean, okay, they did take out a bit of our infrastructure. They took out a commander as well, which was really my fault, because I should have retreated him a bit sooner. But what the hell, still interesting game actually, and you don't normally see them go on for this long either on this map, especially big team games. It usually just turns into a crow rush essentially. But there we go. Now it's just going to go straight towards the Crab. Thankfully it is in armoured form, as it says right there, and we're going to see exactly how effective that is. Pretty effective, but unfortunately not enough to survive a sustained bombardment, which kind of sucks. It did manage to do lots of damage though, far more damage than the Crow really did. Half the opponent's bases are gone, and the Crow's still alive though, but opponents deciding to quit anyway. In my opinion, maybe a little bit prematurely. Could have tried to go for, you know, one last assault with the Crow. I mean, if they could have gone for the heart here and destroyed as much as possible there and retreated at the same time, then they definitely would have had a chance. But, oh well, away they go. So, yes, epic nabs indeed. So there we go. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I shall see you all next time.